Right. We're live. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Live. Um, I'm a little bit late because I was talking to the guys that are backstage and we just realised what time it was, so I do apologise. So backstage, we have Scott, the Blue Light Turner, and Andy, AH Bespoke. How you doing, chap?
Not bad.
We just kind of run away with it. And I could have chatted for the next hour and not realised what the time was.
I didn't even look, mate. At least we've sorted out your piano hinge.
Yes, yes, we have. Okay. Right, we are expecting maybe a couple of other earworms coming in, so I'll wait for the pop in my ear. So I'm going to put you guys backstage in the background. Is that all right?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Please do.
Okay.
Don't want to look at our ugly mugs. Or my ugly mug and his beautiful mug.
Hey.
Yeah. Right. So tonight, before we get going, I'm just going to explain a little bit about what we're going to be doing. So I put a post on the community page on my channel saying what would you like me to do this week. I think it was carving, a hazel walking stick, a resin art picture, and turning. So it was kind of landslide. Everybody wanted to see a hazel walking staff. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be using the shape horse. We're going to be using the pillar drill, the bandsaw, everything. So there is going to be a little bit of moving cameras around at times, so I do apologise in advance. Now the walking stick I'm going to do is, let me just switch the camera. Just before you guys, what you guys want to do it now? Right, which one's that? Okay. So we've got our piece of hazel. I'm using a nice piece of GPS agency acrylic. This is 3 pieces that I've glued together, and this isn't going to be your average boring old man walking stick or walking staff. This is going to be something a little bit different. So what I've done is I've just speeded things up a little bit, because if I move this around here, you see the end of the staff there. I've pre-drilled it because drilling hazel is a pain in the arse. It likes to wander. So I thought if I get this done now, I can keep chopping little bits off it until it's done and it's right. I got it first time, which is not normal. Yeah. So we've got a brass ferrule. I'm getting camera. There's a bit of interference. Is that me? I can hear something in my ear. All.
Yeah, I wonder if it's Andy's fan.
Yeah, it's probably my fan heater. Sorry.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, that's better. So we've got a brass ferrule. Now, what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to recess the actual, because this doesn't meet, and it meets, but it's not the same. Let's get in camera, shall we? Can you see that? The actual top and the bottom are not the same. So I've countersunk these in, so you're not actually going to see the brass strip, where you normally would see a brass strip on a ferrule when you put, is it called a ferrule? Yeah, it is. This is going to be sunk into the actual top of the stick and the bottom of the GPS.
Where'd you get them ferrules from, Rich?
I bought these from Yandles.
Okay.
But this one, when I picked it up, they're usually the same size. You've usually got the same there. But this one I picked up, and it was in a packet as well. But it was 2 odd ones. They're still locked together though. That's fine. Right. So let me just explain. So I'm putting my artistic spin on this. So your normal walking stick, I don't think you see that. That's your top of your walking stick. So that's this piece. This is kind of going to go round like that with a hole in the center. Yeah, you see that?
Yep.
Cool.
Crazy, I know, totally unusual, but that's just me. Well, there you go. Here's the fireworks. Anyway, so guys, while I get on with drilling, first of all, I'm gonna get this hole cut into this, and I'm gonna glue the ferrule into that. I'll glue the ferrule into there as well. While I'm doing this, I'll mute myself. If you guys want to just have a look at who's in the chat.
We can do that.
Cheers.
Do you want to do it, Andy?
I certainly can do, mate. That's no probs.
I'll slurp my coffee.
Oh, yeah. Right. Let's go right from the top. We've got Tommy Dunn. We've got Doug. We've got Pole Barn Productions. We've got Ian Leonard. We've got John S.
Colin Woodbridge.
Tim's How to Make. Robert Dolman. Mark Pritchard. Mike Midnight Joker. Douglas Mungham. Mark the Gentleman Woodturner. Wendy from Toonpish. Wacky Works. Wood Wizardry by Colin. Ruben Woodcraft. Huey Dyke. Oh, a Rokeber. IDR Woodturning.
Did you get Ghost Wolf?
No, not yet.
He was right up the very top.
Really?
Yeah. So I thought you seemed to start halfway down, but I think you've got everyone so far. Lewis Klondike Craftsman, Tommy Dunn,
Tommy's Workshop. Ooh, Doug Miller. Bazza, Real Simple Things. I think. Oh, Father of Beards. Colin's in.
I call him.
Think. That's everyone.
There's loads of people in already, isn't there? 36 watching, Rich. 14 thumbs up. So.
Cool.
And the
Thank you
handle,
very much.
them stick connectors are unavailable at the handles now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to put the link in, but it's a bit pointless.
yeah. Right, sorry about this. I'm just, I did have all this kind of sorted earlier, but I'm such a clumsy sod. I've just knocked this over.
TF Turning is in.
Yeah, I just.
Oh, it's just turning. How's that?
It's in Dutch Woodturner.
Right, so. You know what? I don't know what I did before I had this.
Forcing a bit.
This vice. This vice here. This.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Vice. So what I'm doing now is I want to take this in just enough to fit this flush. So it'll be a case of just keep popping it on every now and again. Can you actually see anything of what I'm doing? Hey, there you go.
Yeah, you can see it.
The only problem with this acrylic, if it gets hot, it starts to go all funky, starts to melt. Right, I think we go a little bit more and then that's about it. There you go. That's nice and flush now. So
Cool.
Very nice.
these both are going to be. I don't want to see any of that brass, so I'm hoping it hides it now, which is perfect. Okay. So next thing I do is I'm drilling all these holes now because can you imagine trying to hold this one in a different shape?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I can. I do it all the time.
It would usually result in me wrapping my knuckles on this, and this pillar drill has got some torque. I don't really want to attempt that. Last time it really hurt and it nearly made me cry.
I can understand that.
Yep.
Yeah, when they catch and whip round, it's
Yeah.
Douglas will be pleased to know that my lovely wife brought me Jaffa cakes today.
Nice.
Well trained woman.
Now I glued this together with this normal super glue. And with acrylic, it's really good because if you put thick super glue, I wouldn't recommend using thin, but if you use thick super glue and rub it together, you get a vacuum, and you get an almost invisible join on it.
Yeah, I saw that TF turning. Apparently, we're all eating Jaffa cakes wrong.
So for you keen-eyed people out there, that is my depth. If you can see, let's just actually move that up a little bit. Yeah. So that's the depth that I want to go to there. It leaves me a little bit on the bottom there that for the glue to fill.
I am totally engrossed in what you're doing, mate. Sorry.
Me? Oh, that's all
Yeah.
right. I go hiking every single week, either a Saturday or Sunday, because we live in such a beautiful part of the country. I went to Blandford this weekend, just gone, hiked all around there, around the river and that. It was absolutely gorgeous. Even though it was raining, it was gorgeous. I'm going to widen that just a little touch. So I use the staff a lot.
Steve SK's just joined.
I see. You know what? I think I might be able to just widen that slightly because I want the glue to have a bit of space inside there. That's what we've got here. Although I don't want to take it too thick as well. I don't know if you can see that. I've already used this ferrule once and I had to pull it off of a broken piece of resin. So I got it on the lathe and spun it down and just to clean it off. But I'm wondering how would that will that split the plastic? I think it'll split it if I try and force it in. So I'm going to just widen it a bit. Bear with me.
There's Crafty Corners in.
Hi,
Hi,
Claire.
Claire. Let's have a little look at this. Right, I should have thought about this first. So I'm loving the all the Halloween stuff that Claire's been doing, and
That's cool, isn't it?
yeah, and Wendy as well.
Mm.
Right, so that's 11.
I've got one of Wendy's skulls that she kindly sent me, and it freaks me out every night I go out the workshop because it glows in the dark. So I turn all the lights off, set the alarm, and all I get is this skull glaring at me.
Well, I've got one of Claire's pots that she made when I invaded her. She gave me one of her Halloween pots. It's even though it's a Halloween pot, it always lives on the mantelpiece, even when it's not Halloween.
Yeah, the wings that Claire does, that I bought my wife, the key ring, she loves that. It's on her handbag. Everywhere she goes, she's got it.
Right, okay, so that's going to go in there nice now. What I am going to do is, if I can get it out, that is.
Claire said her apothecary jar. She forgot about that.
Yeah, it's. I love it. That's going to be a pain in my. Right, so let's thread that in there. Oh, see, this is what's been happening to me all day. Keep knocking stuff over. Maybe I should slow down a bit. Oh, right, guys, it's out. Whew. So what I'm going to do is.
Colin Roberts said the crystal that Wendy made was stunning. He loves that sort of thing. I actually got some UV resin this week that someone bought off my Amazon wish list.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to try something like that. I've been looking at it because I want to make a chessboard with my boy.
Oh, nice. I'd love to.
And we're going to do resin chess pieces.
Cool, man.
That's a good experience for your boy.
Gets him off the technology.
At least for 10 minutes.
It's another reason for the clean room. You know, he can come and sit in there. It's warm in there. He can play with a 3D printer.
Rob CP's in.
Hi, Rob. That's slightly raised, but that's fine. I can sand that back off. No problem at all. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's just a little high this side, which is fine. And obviously, it's going to fit on like that. Right,
nice.
Let's mark this there. Actually, no, I can't mark it out yet. I've got to do some more drilling. So this time, it needs to go in like so. There's my mark. There's my mark. Oh, look what I found.
Chucky.
Yeah. I lost it.
What you need to do, Rich, is put one of those rings in the wall behind you. The screw-in rings.
Oh, yeah. I do have various places where I do try to hang things up, you know, but
yep.
I'm terrible. I forget where I put things.
I've got a magnetic thing on the side of mine, Rich. Like cup thing.
Yeah, I've got one. I put one on Thomas's lathe, and I've got one on mine. But they're only any good if you put the stuff away when you finish using it. And I'm so messy. It's like a war zone in here after I've finished. Right. Okay. So this is a. Let's zero that. So this is a 60mm hole saw. So I'm going to go right the way through with it, and then we're going to shape the rest on the bandsaw.
Cool.
Tim How to Make is asking, Rich, can you use water to cool the resin when drilling?
You can, yeah. But the only problem you're going to have there is if you use polyester resin and you cool it down and start cutting it while it's wet, cold, it will shatter and it will just chip in every direction. So I wouldn't recommend doing that with polyester, but this stuff, yeah, you could. This is like plastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I might have to mute myself because this might be too loud, but I'm hoping it works actually. So I don't want it melting. Famous last words. I hope this works. We might be here for a little while, but oh, that's all right. It's going through. Fine. How many have we got in, chaps?
32.
Cool.
Having discussions amongst themselves about Claire's bits and bobs.
You comment on what a wizard Dal is on the
Yeah.
Cool. Well, he is a wizard, yeah. What I'm going to do is just going to mark this so I know how deep I'm going. So I've gone in 10mm already, which is nice. I'm putting very little pressure on this because I don't want it to melt and bind up.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm hiking, I usually get people saying, "Oh, that's a nice hiking staff," or or asking questions about my stuff. I've got a couple actually, and Jake uses one as well. And my scouting buddy Mark, I made him one as well. But
Cool.
I don't know if you know it, Andy, but we're going to Hambledon Hill next weekend.
Yeah, wicked.
Which is an old hill fort over in Sturvis Newton Way. Well, Gillingham.
Cool.
Right, I'm gonna let that cool just a sec.
Dad's just joined.
Who?
My dad. Or my
Keith.
dad. Yeah.
Hi, Keith.
Okay.
Claire's saying she'd love electrics in her workshop. Need to check out Jamie's. Jamie's is really cool now we've done it.
Yeah. maybe when we should all descend on Claire's when the COVID's over, lockdown's over.
Well, it won't take that long.
No. Bit of armoured table and some sockets and lights.
Yeah.
You know. Fuse box. Right, I just want to see how far.
It won't cost that much, Claire. Not to run an armoured cable out there.
Right.
Keith saying, could you drop some WD-40 into the cut?
I could. Yeah. I mean, it's not that hot actually. So we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're in 8/8. So 8/8. So technically, we could possibly turn that over now and go through the same hole. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drop me a PM, Claire, and we can have a chat about it.
Scott, if you're needing the cable run.
Yes, mate. And so get COVID out of the way and we can all...
Yeah.
She's Essex, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, not that far.
Well, we went through the dark. What did we go through? The tunnel under the river. Was it Dartford Tunnel?
Dartford Tunnel, yeah.
It's not far from there, actually. I'm not going to say where, but
yeah,
because she's a YouTube celebrity now, so I'm not going to.
She'll get everyone knocking on her door.
Yeah. There we go. We're through.
Cool.
I'm going to warn you now, guys. This isn't going to be your average walking cane. It's going to be quite abstract. There you go. There's a hole through the centre. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. Right. Okay.
She meant Dartford. Yes, she's 5 minutes from the tunnel. Celebrity? Hell no, never. I thought she was going into the castle.
So what we need to do now is we need to get our staff because... Right, hang on. I'm going to mute myself because it's going to get quite noisy for a second.
Herb's in. Hi, Herb.
Herb. And John S. Or is that just John's?
Don't know. Got cladding on our walls, so it'd be a pain drilling it.
No, it wouldn't.
No. Just get Diamond.
No. She's talking about wood cladding.
Oh, is he talking wood cladding on the outside? Oh, that ain't going to be hard to drill through. So a lot of houses now have got like that composite cladding on the outside, haven't they?
So I've just sanded that off there, look. Nice and flush now.
Mm.
And it's going to attach to... Oh, yes.
Look at
Lovely.
that.
Little bit of a gap there, but I don't know why. I'm not bothered too much. So next thing is we've got to take these corners off and we've got to bring this down now to meet with this. So I want it to kind of be about there. Okay. See, in my inner eye, in my mind's eye, I'm going to be rounding these off with the Dremel. So everything's going to be nice and smooth, especially this part here, because that's where my thumb's going to go in. So it's going to kind of be molded to my thumb. So I'm going to be holding it like that. Okay, right. What I need is a better pen. I need a marker pen, maybe.
It's that solid concrete stuff, you know, like the prefab houses.
Oh, well, that's all right. Just need
Still drill through it.
yeah. Just means bring a drill.
Yeah.
Maybe a breaker.
This is another stuff top I made.
Oh, very
Look
nice.
at that. That is GPS glitter, all glued together with super glue. Lovely, isn't it? Right. Anyway,
Nice, man.
try and.
That's the word I was looking for, Steve. Core drill.
Yeah. Diamond core drill. That'd work. Wouldn't need a big one though.
Wendy's getting a bit personal here, Rich. You're saying your hole's very big.
Oh, thanks, Wendy. Very nice of you. You're not the first person that said that. This is it, Wendy. This is my artistic impression of a walking stick.
Colin's saying he burnt out. Yeah, he burnt out an SDS drill trying to drill through the wall.
Ooh.
It's just
that,
time.
I've done a few.
Yeah.
Right. So what we want to do is we want to kind of keep that shape there.
So is the masking tape to help you see where you're drawing, Rich, or is it to keep stop it from cracking?
It's so that I can see where I'm drawing.
Okay.
Because as you can see, if I do that on this acrylic,
yeah, you can't see.
So that's our shape. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you it's going to be crazy, guys. Anyway,
It's the eye.
what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to the bandsaw. You'll have to bear with me though, because I've got to move the camera. Just chat amongst yourselves. Oh. Right.
That's what Rich will have to make next. He'll have to make like one of the Mario boxes so you can jump up and hit it, get a coin.
Oh yes.
Or the little mushroom.
Idea, Scott. I'll be honest. I actually.
You could carve one, Andy.
No, I'd carve a character.
Yeah.
One of the mushrooms or something, because that's just funny.
Claire is asking what Rich is making.
I am making a walking staff. Right. Hold on tight, guys. Hold on, make me feel sick.
Too late.
Oh no, battery low.
So, who asked? Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I like to go walking, Claire, and I've got a little bit of a fetish for walking staffs. So that's what we're making. We're making a walking staff with GPS and hazelwood. Now, I stole this piece of hazel out of the chicken's coop because it's nice and dry, and I didn't want to drill holes in a fresh piece of hazel for it to start splitting and shrinking.
You didn't steal it, Rich. You relocated it.
I relocated it. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Relocated to the more needy.
Right, I'll try not to lose a finger.
Oh, don't do that.
What blade have we got on? Yes, we've got the right blade on.
Or else.
Right, I'm going to mute myself because it's loud, okay?
There's been fireworks every night this week.
Oh, we're having it. I've spent 3 nights on the sofa because the dog's just petrified. So he goes up with Joe when Joe goes up at 10, and you just can't move him after that.
Hasn't woken Jacob up though, which has impressed me quite a bit. One yesterday did, but that sounded like he was coming in the back garden. Even when I was in the workshop, I was like, no.
Some of them have been really loud this year, louder than other years.
Yeah.
But then
Maybe
we
we're
were in.
getting old, Scott.
Where were we? In the range yesterday. Trying to get some flooring for out the back there before I found the tiles on Free Cycle. And some of the size of the fireworks you can buy in there,
Mm.
and the price of them are like, what?
Yeah.
That's like
That's the thing with fireworks for me, I'll be honest. Why would I want to set fire to a 20 quid note? Just because it goes and there's a couple of pretty lights. I'm maybe born grumpy, but I don't get it.
Don't get me wrong, I like fireworks. Every year, apart from this year, I haven't done it obviously because of COVID and I was gutted. I cover medically the Diwali fireworks at the Neeson Temple, which is the biggest Hindu temple in Europe.
Cool.
They put on a fantastic display. And everything is big down here. So I used to do a lot of the bonfires, and I still go to Lewis every year. But I can't see the point in it at home when there's so many professional displays on.
Yeah,
which are a lot safer.
That was my point. Yeah. It shouldn't be far. Like you don't. It's just when you see people walking out with them, you're like, really? You're selling them to them? Oh, come on. I hate to be judgmental, but can't even tie his shoelaces. Why are you selling him fireworks?
Yeah. Well, Chloe said to me yesterday, she went, Dad, how old do you have to be to buy fireworks? I went, 18. What, so I can buy them? Oh. Yeah, you can. Legally you can, but don't, Chloe.
Mm.
The last time we did them at home, which actually come up as a Facebook memory today, was 6 years ago. And it all went horribly wrong. I thought I'd be clever. Bought some fireworks. Bought some fireworks out the back of a van, and went bang on the ground, burnt me, and it bounced up the garden a good 30, 40 foot. And the kids were screaming, and I thought they were screaming because it had gone bang right by me, and they were worried about me. But it actually set fire to one of the twins there. So that's it. No more fireworks at home.
That's what it is.
Can you see that all right, guys?
Yeah, I can see it. It's a little bit loud, Rich.
Oh, okay, hang on. Right, I'll turn it down. Oh.
Right, I can't hear what Andy's saying.
That's all right. I'm only talking crap.
That's all right. Carry on talking. We love to hear you talking crap, Andy.
Oh, don't say that. You want me to tell you a story?
Go on then.
No, I can't think of one off the top of my head like that.
Oh,
hold on, give us a minute. No, it's not working today. I think I'm too tired.
Yeah,
sorry, Scott, cool.
I bet there'll be lots of fireworks Friday night in Lewis. Because all the bonfire... There's 5 different bonfire societies down there.
Mm.
And a lot of them buy their fireworks beginning part of the year. So there'll be all that lot waiting to go off. So that they'll be getting set off somewhere.
What's that? I suppose technically you could sit in your car.
But there are places doing that, aren't there? Driving fireworks.
Cool. I like it. I like that. That's cool. Drive-in fireworks. I'll have a Big Dipper, please.
Ian in the shed has joined. You know, COVID's brought out a lot of things that. No, why weren't we doing it before? Drive-in movies, drive-in musicals and stuff. Something different, isn't it? Some people can't afford to go to the theatre, whereas a drive-in movie ain't as dear as what it is to go to the theatre.
Mm.
Could be a bit like Greece, couldn't you?
Plus, you don't have to speak to anybody else. Do you know what I mean? General public.
If you suffer with anxiety and stuff, you're in your own little bubble.
You can eat what sweets you like without being judged by everybody else because of the noise.
Or have them confiscated by the staff at the door of the venue.
Yeah. Billy Burt's in the chat.
Hiya, Billy. Hope you're well. The O2's like that. You know, you've got all the shops outside the O2 to buy your sweets, your drinks, and whatever. Anything.
You can eat as much cheese as you like and fart as much as you like as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get to the door to the main arena, they take everything off you. You're not allowed to take any food in with you, any drinks in with you. You have to buy it all inside the venue. And the price is double the price.
Wow. It's a bit mean.
Unless your name's Scott.
No, this is just cushion. How dare you say that?
Well, last time we went to the O2, I think it was George performing. They do like all the school choirs get together and do a big concert at the O2 3 or 4 times a year. And we were late getting there. We found the newsagents, bought like a meal deal. I said, we'll take that in with us. And the missus was just about to throw hers in the bin. I went, no. So every pocket I had, she had something wedged in it. It was like,
Yeah.
She went, you can't do that. I went, watch me.
Yeah.
Watch me.
You're a bit of a rebel, Scott. I'm learning more and more about you, and you're like a proper naughty boy, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not a good boy. Only when I'm at work.
It's called having fun, mate.
It's got to be done, isn't it?
You can't have a laugh, that's the point.
A rebel without a cause.
Barry's Wood Creations. I don't know if I mentioned Barry.
I think we did. A lot of the chats, people just talking between themselves, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the shed stand, that's why I work in a lab and a mortuary. I don't have to deal with the general public.
Oh, see. Oh, I could tell you my good news, people. I got a job today. Yay!
Yay!
And I'm working with some really cool people. Lovely lady that I spoke to today, the manager of the care home. And yeah, it'd be cool working there. It's a dementia care home, so it'd be a lot of fun.
Have they got like a bit set up for like the old times, like a lot of nursing homes are doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that idea.
They're thank you guys. They are interested in my art skills as well. they're talking about maybe doing a sculpture garden and things like that.
Nice.
So that's a bit of a Brucey.
Yeah. Get paid to do sculpting.
Mm. No. I'm there to work. I'll do sculpting outside.
All right.
Question: how is Rich going to sand this to a high shine? You'll have to wait and see.
Mm. I mean, there's a care home in it's Sweden. They call it Dementiaville, and the whole place is like going back in time.
That sounds cool. I'd have to wear a suit for that. That'd be awesome.
I know a lot that we go into have got like an old shop or an old post office, or there's one dementia specialist place that's got a bus stop in the corridor.
Cool.
And it's to stop people wandering off, because they sit there and say they're waiting for a bus.
Mm.
Rather than try and get out to get for a bus, they sit at a bus stop. Of course, it never comes, but
I like that.
yeah.
Aha. Richard has the speed click for sanding.
What's this?
Dremel.
Ooh.
If you don't have one, you need to get one.
Oh, Andy, you might have to send me the number for that.
Okay. Right, yeah.
I might have to get
Grab me later.
Steve SK says our village drunk does that too. What, sits at the bus stop? So we got 36 in, 30 thumbs up. It's really good.
Could almost have done with lending Rich my bobbin sander. Although you can't really get the curve on that with a bobbin sander.
No.
More of a, well, no.
Yeah, Ruben's saying a lot of care homes in Belgium and hospitals have keypads by the door with a 4G display below it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Care UK, they do it. They have pictures of flowers by the keypad with the number written in the flowers.
So, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. When I go into work, I'll
You'll find out.
find out.
50 million codes to learn and remember.
Oh, dang.
Tim's asking what's happened with Shez. Where is she? Not sure.
Ah, there you go. See, people. I would imagine, Wendy. Now, I know what I would do, but would go on what Richard's planning on doing, and that is just going up the grit slowly.
Suppose you could go up the grit slowly, and then you could always use microfine.
Mm-hmm.
John N's just joined. Hi, John.
Hi, John. Sorry, I'm munching on my pretzels. I hope that's not annoying anyone. It is.
What flavour are they?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Different.
Yes, that's what I thought. That's why I got them.
It's a bit like sweet and sour, that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm being good. I'm saving the Jaffa cakes for a bit. I want to finish adapting this office chair.
I'm going to have to put my heater back on. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right,
Put it on a lower setting. Is that still...
Yeah, but there's no point getting hypothermia.
No, carry on, man. Carry on. Right. So we've got our basic shape there. You can kind of see how. Let's get that there. I can't reach. I'm too much of a hobbit. There we go.
I went for the 90-litre Camvac colony. It's still in its box at the moment, but it's coming out tomorrow.
Cool.
That's the kind of look I'm looking for. Obviously, it's just there's a lot of sanding now, so I'm just going to get all this sanded down now. So I'll mute myself again.
Are you just doing the thumb hole one side, like the thumb?
No,
indent one side?
Both
doing
sides.
both?
Yeah, both sides. Yeah. Right, I'll mute myself again. Did I heard someone ask a question today?
Yeah, people were asking where Shez is.
She's not up to doing earworming at the moment. I'm sure she will be back one day, but at the moment she's not up for it.
And Ruben's asking, Rich, why didn't you turn this?
Turn it? Well, people wanted. I actually gave people the option if they wanted to see a turn-in, or they wanted to see a carving, or they wanted to see. I know technically I am using a Dremel, but it's not quite carving, is it? I'm just sanding away. But I could have turned this, but I think it's a lot better doing it this way. I like to mix it up a bit. I don't want every week to be a turning week, although there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I am more than just a turner.
Yeah, I'm with you on that side. I was just wondering. Yes, as I first thought, Rich is going up the grits. I believe he's even got slightly different grits on the old Dremel drums. Give us a thumb if you have, Rich.
Three motors. Bloody hell. I think mine's got two. Can't wait to get it in here, and then I'm just going to spend a day hoovering all the fine dust from everywhere. Either that or I'll get the missus to come and help me. Don't forget, guys, that Rich is live again on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock with a Beard Invades. And he will be invading Matt at Wacky Workshops this week. Sorry, Wonky Works Workshop. Am I putting it for a cyclone? I don't know yet, Steve. It depends on what space I've got in the outside toilet, as my wife calls it, putting it politely. Only because it looks like it's a shed that I built that looks like an outside toilet. I'll have to look at that then.
Mark says, looking great so far, Rich. Reminds me of the staff of Ra from Indiana Jones. Damn it, I've been saying that since the start.
Look at putting it on a cyclone column. He's saying he's got a small 23-litre Triton. You can always have a bigger drum on your cyclone. Not sure, Doug, personally. Don't know about you, Andy.
What's that, mate?
Doug's
What did I
question.
miss?
I have two shop vacs. If I connect them in series, will it give a greater draw?
So if you've got two,
Can I answer this one?
Yeah,
go
go
on.
on.
Well, I made a twin cyclone shop vac in my workshop here, and it made no difference whatsoever. The only difference it made is the one drum caught all the heavier stuff, and the other drum caught all the real fine stuff. That's the only really difference it made. Really, there's no extra suck on it or anything like that. But that was with one vacuum and two cyclones. So I don't know if that helps.
Yeah.
I think you would quite possibly get the same if you had two vats linked together as well, rather than the two cyclones. I would imagine you could even set it up to do that, I guess. You have a smaller filter between one from the other.
Oh, Wayne of the Big Feeties is in. Hiya, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Douglas makes a good point. I think the two vats would fight each other. Wouldn't the two vats fight each other? Be like celebrity vac match. Oh. I need to take my dust extraction down, or air filtration system rather, and give that a bit of service.
Yeah. So Ian should. I'm debating whether it's worth getting a lean-to on the house for my dust extractor. So that's what I've done. Is I've put like a lean-to shed thing outside the workshop. Between the workshop and the greenhouse, there was a gap. It was wide enough for the extractor. So I've just put it in there. Cuts down on the noise in the workshop.
Yeah, mine does sound like it's going to take off. In fact, the whole ceiling moves when it does start. I was talking to my old man today about the possibility of moving house next year.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, you're going to have fun moving that table saw." Well, I'm actually thinking of selling it, Dad. And he was like, "Really? Can't believe you're selling it. It's like once in a lifetime tool, you've been saying." Like, I know, but if we move somewhere, I can't risk moving somewhere that hasn't got the space for it.
Yeah.
I haven't used it for a while, at least. So, could go release a bit of space, that kind of thing. So, ooh. He was a little bit gutted, to be fair.
Mm.
So he's kind of made me think twice about selling it, you know?
So I don't know whereabouts you are, Ian, but a lot of our timber merchants and builders merchants are staying open during lockdown.
Yeah, so.
I've got a feeling this is going to take a lot of sanding. It'll be worth it though. It's starting to take shape though.
Cool, man.
During the last lockdown, we had Travis Perkins delivered to us.
Yeah, they were allowed to deliver, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
they're allowed to this time. Oh, I suppose they could claim it's an online trip.
Right then. So we're going to just switch over here. I've got. Oh, I've got one of these flat disc type sanders that I'm going to put on the inside, used to be inside of this. So I'm going to change that over now.
That'll save a bit of time, won't it?
Yeah. I can put the I can put these polishing wheels on there as well. See, and another sander. Sorry.
Give it a good
Oh,
buff.
yeah.
Make it shine.
Come on, you sod.
Yeah.
I can't open the bloody thing up. Right. Hang on, I've got a shave horse in my way. Oh, come on, horse.
Back in a minute, guys. Call of nature.
Ooh. I'm trying to make this a little bit more interesting for you guys, because I bet you're bored, really, aren't you? Okay. Right, so I need...
Dollar,
Where's my...
dollar's what I need.
Oh. Right then. What the... I don't understand what's going on there. For some reason, my jaws are locking up. That's weird. That's very weird. Right, bear with me. Got to get some WD-40. Right. I don't know why that's doing that. Strange.
It's cold, man. It might be just that time of the year.
Yeah.
Season, maybe.
It's weird. It's kind of hitting a spot, and then it's not going any further. It's weird. That is very weird. Right. Right, we might have to do this by hand after all. And that's not going to be finished tonight, so... Right, let's try that again. You know what it's like? It's like something is stuck in there.
Yeah, Keith is saying, have you broken a tooth off one of the gears? Or have you
No.
got something stuck in the thread?
Rich, have you got 2 screws on that chuck, like one either side?
No. I've just got different points where I can put the chuck in, but
Try
it's
doing
going
that.
point. Yeah, go a certain point and then it's stopping.
Mike's suggesting, could you put it in the drill press?
I could,
There we
but
go.
Okay. Well, I might have to take this apart at some point and see what's going on because I love this little chuck. All right. Okay. Let's not waste any more time with that. Let's move over to this sucker. What is going on here? There you go. How's that? Let's do that. Right. Oh.
Keith's saying he thinks he's right with the issue, but the good news is you can get new gears from Axminster.
Yeah? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, what I'll probably do is take it off after this live and
Have a look.
have a little look. I like the SK80 because it's a small chuck, and if you've got small turning to do, it's small items like you want to do your chess pieces, the pawn.
Yeah.
A lot easier doing things like that on a smaller chuck, I suppose. But then again, you can get zero clearance jaws and all stuff like that, can't you? Right, it's working. It is working. I've also got another little box here that might help. But they're quite fierce. They're about 40 grit, and I think that will cause me more problems, to be honest. Oh, what a bummer. Right. Let's see, how can we do this now? It might have to be done by hand. Yeah.
You can always finish it on my spindle sander if you want.
It's well, I could do, yeah. I'm just going to give you an idea of how it's going to turn out. I'm going to put some Yorkshire grit on this. See what happens. Yeah. Let's bring you in closer.
I think with the microphone, you'll actually find that you'll.
This might get rid of a lot of it anyway, but not all of it.
Is that the original, Rich?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get it looking nice, and then what I'll do is when I can sort that out, then I'll finish it off camera and I'll post the pictures on Insta or something like that.
Cool.
Wayne, the wood toner's in. All right, Dad.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Hope your returning 360 thing went well tonight.
Wayne was doing a demo for his wood turning club, Rich.
Yeah, he did say that he might not be able to come in this week as an earworm because of that. How inconsiderate, could they have not done it on another day? I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I could say that about the Invade, Rich.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Yeah. I'm only playing.
Huh?
Is Matt from Wacky Works in the chat?
I haven't seen him in the chat.
Oh, okay.
He was right at the beginning, I'm sure he was. Question, Rich,
Yeah.
can you see the numbers on the jaws?
Can I what?
Can you see the numbers on your jaws? I'm guessing he's referring to your chat.
Yeah, I can see the numbers, yeah.
He
One
does
to
wear
four.
glasses, though, but... It's only when you're driving, though, isn't it, when you wear your glasses? Or watching telly.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to swap this out now for a different one, which is down there. If I can get to it, that is.
Are they in the right order?
They are. I've never changed them. Yeah, I don't take them out. They're always in that on that chuck.
And Keith pointed out that it wouldn't make any difference even if you did. Cool.
Right.
It's got more. Is that like a microfine cloth, Mark?
It's just cotton from an old pair of overalls. And what I did is I just cut a load of them out, and stuff them all. Put holes in them and put them on this threaded bar. It's actually for the woggles that I make.
Yeah.
It's to clean the inside of them out.
Yeah. The second you said that, I was like, yeah, that'll be what he uses that for then.
It's so I don't have to stick my finger inside something spinning quite fast on the lathe, which is not really a good idea, to be honest.
No, definitely not.
What we do? How are we doing for time, guys?
25 past 9.
Oh, that's right. So we're going to go over to the sawhorse in a minute, and we're just going to start cleaning that up. Let me just show you this. I'm going to put some methylated spirit on there, if I can find it. Oh, see, right. It's after 9 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes I could just punch myself in the balls for being such an idiot, because I put things down in the wrong places, and then I can't find them. Right. What have I done with now? Unless someone's taken it out of my workshop. Right. So I'm going to put a bit of this waxy board butter from Claire on there. Take no notice of the little scratches. They'll be gone in the next few days. But I'm kind of missing that real fine sanding part, so that you can kind of see what it's going to look like when it's finished. Because we don't want to be here for the next 3 hours sanding a piece of plastic, do we? I know I don't.
Yeah, I'm not overly keen, I'll be honest.
Nah.
Done that.
There's nothing worse than watching someone standing for 2 hours. Right. So. Ooh. Where's the camera? There it is.
Hoopla.
Nice.
So there's, you can see the sanding on there. You can see that there's a lot of sanding to do, but that's basically what it's going to look like. It's kind of a teardrop. There's a little thumb groove on both sides there. But I will sand even smoother, I think, because I've got sausage fingers. So there you go, that's on the stick. Right, let's go over to this little contraption here. Look at all my junk down there. Huh? All this wood. Can you see where it keeps flooding? Underneath there and all on the floor. All in these cracks here, it's coming up. It's just a fail today, I think. Right, okay.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Cameras keep moving. I can't find anything, and you know, the normal.
That's right, mate.
No, that's fine. Dude, you're fine, honestly.
Right. There we go. What do you think of that?
Nice.
It's cool, man.
It's not your average walking staff, is it? Right. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that off there.
If the hoop was a bit bigger, it'd be good for controlling Jacob when he go out for a walk.
No, you need
Yeah.
a shepherd's crook, mate.
Yeah, I've got one.
So Die Prout has joined the chat. And
Hi, Di.
TF Turning's got to run, guys. Have a good evening.
See you, mate. Thanks for coming in. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to just get this bark off here.
Where did you get your spoke show from, Rich?
This was what the draw knife
Yeah, or draw knife.
sent to me by someone. I can't remember his name now. It was sent in the post because I bought one from the Yandles show from the guy that sold all the tools. I think you bought a knife from there as well, Andy, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, it was a bit bent. So what I did was I tried to straighten it. Tiny little thing it was. It was gorgeous. And it broke. So I mentioned it on one of my lives. Next thing I know, I've got this coming through the post.
Cool. So Christine and Michael are in.
I
Dave,
Hi,
will you?
Chris.
I do. I got a couple of different shaves now, I have to say.
What, draw knives?
Yeah.
I've been looking for them, but
They're like gold
price of
dust.
them-
They are.
yeah, and the price of them on eBay are like, whoa.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was lucky to have this one sent to me by a real nice person. You
See,
know,
there's two different kinds. There's the French, and then there's
with the English as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the difference?
One's curved and the other's straight.
Yeah.
For the fat bellies, apparently.
Yeah. What it was, the French used to think we were really crazy because ours were straight. There's a curve because they thought they were going to cut their bellies. But if you're using a draw knife properly and you're using your elbows properly with it, there's no way you can cut yourself because the power comes from your elbows, and when you're tucking your elbows into your ribs, unless you're over the top of it like I am here, there's no way you can get any further than that. See, unless you've got a big belly, but then you're not going to slice that way. I mean, this is like a razor blade, so you can see the edge of that. I hit this with my MDF wheel earlier on.
I didn't think of Ian at the museum, Keith.
If I see one, Scott, because I've seen a few, I'll give you a shout.
All right, mate. I'd just like to have some of the older woodworking tools. I've got some of Joe's granddad's old tools, and you just like.
Oh, you got to use it though, Scott.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely use it.
Make yourself one of these shave horses. They're so simple to make.
Yeah,
You can have so much fun on them.
it's something I've been meaning to do. I brought a throw at a show I went
Oh yeah,
for splitting logs and stuff.
yeah. See, I really think that, if you're going to get into carpentry, you should learn the old ways.
Yeah.
Like, if you're splitting wood with a throw, you can split the wood, stick it on the lathe. There's obviously the shave horse, and, you can make spoons and
Yeah,
stuff
see,
with them.
I've never carved a spoon. I'd love to have a go at carving a wooden spoon.
Use the journal. Doesn't take half as long.
I'll show you one that I carved not so long ago. And what I did was I chucked it under the laser and produced that.
Ooh.
You see it?
Cool.
So I just chucked. I actually carved it. It's quite a unique shape, little one. But yeah, and that's my laser logo on the back there. Can you see it? Probably a bit bleached out, but you just about see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of fun.
Yeah, as Colin Wood Wizardry said, it keeps the history alive as well, learning the old ways.
It does, yeah. And this, sorry, Andy, go on.
No. After you, mate. After you.
No, I was just going to say this shave horse. There's loads of pictures, and on the internet, you just get a picture and reverse engineer it, and that's all I did. Thomas and Jake love this thing. I don't know if you can see here, I've cut a groove in it so that it kind of grips your spoon.
Yeah.
And then the other side is some real, this like 40 grit sandpaper that once you push down on the lever, it grips it and it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't move.
I was going to say, I count myself lucky that when I was growing up, my dad probably was doing what I'm doing about now with Luke. Like, ooh, now's my opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
And then sort of go for it. He did a lot of weaving, and a lot of spinning wool, like making his own wool and like knitting and things like that. That's what he was taught by his mum when he was younger, so it was kind of like, ooh, I quite fancy having a go at doing this, that and the other. He was already doing wood turning and things like that at work, so he was already sort of doing that sort of stuff, and he built the loft conversion and all this kind of stuff, the stairs going up to it. Yeah, it's just interesting how now the carving type of thing, that's like the next stage in the evolution of the knowledge of the family. It's kind of quite interesting how that works.
That's good.
Di said that he saw a video on YouTube of someone making a shave horse using a chainsaw. Took about 20 minutes from log to finished.
Yeah. I think I'm on.
Ruben was going to take a course in clog making that's free in his village, as it's a hot spot for it.
Clog, or is it clog, or what's the other name for a clog? There's two names for a clog, isn't there? It depends where you are.
Billy Burt saying Brett McAfee made a nice shave horse not that long ago. Great video.
Mm.
He did. That's also very true.
I learned how to crochet years ago because I wanted some bumpers for my boat. The bumpers that are
net ones. Yeah.
The net ones, and so I learned to crochet just purely to make those, and I made them, and then never did anything else since. But if you go back hundreds of years, people look and think, oh, that's knitting and that it's for women, but it's not. I mean, the men used to come home from being at sea, and they would knit their own jumpers. So, Wales and that, Cornwall. Right.
Hold on. They used to knit whales.
Sorry?
What? Blue whales? Sperm
Oh,
whales?
they used to knit in Wales.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
Knit whales. Can you imagine how long it takes to knit a jumper for a whale?
He's a bit chilly. We need to knit him a jumper. Right, that makes more sense.
Right, we're moving. We're moving again.
It wouldn't take long for the old WI girls to do it, would it?
Oh, the WI, no. They're pros,
right,
they are.
Ladies, what we need to do tonight is knit this male Billy a jumper. I don't know why I picked Billy. Sorry, Billy. It wasn't meant aimed at you. It came into my head. Billy the blue whale.
There you go. What do you think?
Awesome.
Nice. Are you gonna put a finish on the hazel?
Yes, I am. Yeah, yeah.
What we do, oil it or wax it?
I will probably put some kind of a spirit stain, a mixture of a red and something else. Just to kind of, I don't want it to be, nice red polished plastic and then just brown bark or brown wood. I want it to be like a purpley bluish kind of reddish, something different. If you're gonna have something like this on the end of the staff, the staff's got to do it justice, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But look, yeah, I'm quite happy. I will finish it. I'll put photos on Instagram. It's perfect height for me as well. I tell you what, it would be good for though.
Opening, closing window.
If I was to have something like, let me have a look. What have we got over here? There we go.
A really high bubble maker.
How about an air rifle?
Oh yeah.
Pistol grip.
Stand
there.
But you are encouraging violence, so let's not go there.
Well, it's not violence. I mean, if you kill rabbits to eat, then it's not violence.
True.
But anyway.
Wayne Bigfoot and dip it in washing up liquid and blow big bubbles.
Yeah. That's what I said.
So it's turned out.
Rich, it's for catching unicorns.
Yeah. It's for round their horn, isn't it?
It's for catching unicorns. That's what it's actually for.
Or shouting through like this. Anyway.
Yeah.
You could put one of your lenses in there, Rich, and make it into a magnifying glass. Don't have to bend down for it.
Yeah.
Or make an anti-gravity eyeball that floats in the middle of it. Like, get two magnets side to side.
Yeah.
And have them, the magnetic, pull on it and hold the ball in the middle. That'd be
right.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I'll let you know the kind of comments I get from people, because they are gonna, when I'm walking, they always ask me about my sticks anyway. Right. Well, an hour and 38 minutes. I wish I could have finished it, but I really don't want to bore you all with the sanding, to be honest. As you can see there.
Oh, there's a couple of little.
Anyway, right, let's have a little look. Who's in the chat? Oh, there's a lot of comments.
There is.
37 people like what I've done. That's good.
You doing well, son? Ooh, wow.
Good for free goes.
Did I hit it? I did.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay. So Douglas Mungum says back in the 1800s they had them for steady rifles. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Toompish, I love it. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, John.
360 motion with that as well.
You would, yeah. Just spin all the way around. You see how cold I am in here tonight. Anyway, guys, do you want to come back and stream? Andy, you'll have to put your top back on.
Oh, you're killing me in state, mate. It's freezing out.
Right then. Okay. There we go. Well, thanks to everyone. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I was expecting it to be a lot better than, I was expecting it to be nice and glossy and beautiful, but it will be. I promise.
It looks cool, man. I like it. I know we can see what you're trying to do, so I think
Yeah.
it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I still think you should have a like an anti-gravity floating ball in the middle of it, because that would. If you're walking along and people see you with that, they'd be, I mean, you could probably still have your thumb on it, I suppose. No.
I could make myself a plastic helmet as well. And maybe like a red suit and go hiking in that, and people think I'm a superhero.
Oh, why not?
Colin Roberts was saying it was fascinating watching something different as alive.
Well, guys, there's nothing. I've got nothing against people having their own thing to do. Like you've got Dale, that's an absolute whiz on a scroll saw. You know what I mean? Andy, you carve. Scott, you do a lot of turning. We all have our own things to do. Mine isn't just one thing. I like to do a lot of things, and I'd like people to come and see something different each time. Do you know what I mean? I don't, as much as I'd like to, be really good at one thing. I'd rather have a go at everything and be average at a lot of stuff. But so it's like JP with his scroll sawing and his turning. He does a lot of that. He's known for scroll sawing. Andy, you're known for carving funky stuff. Still. But yeah, as long as you lot still watch, I'll still carry on making random stuff.
Yeah, do it, man.
Yeah, cool.
Merlin. I could see Merlin having something like this. Although holding it here looks like it could be a shovel. I won't be holding it like that because I'll be walking around looking like I'm holding a spade. I hold it as if it's got power.
If it was a bit longer, mate, it could be one of those things for the boat. Like they have in Venice, them big poles.
I would say it's about I'm 5'9". So yeah, it's about 5 foot.
Nice.
Yeah. Although, yeah. Oh, the Cornetto blokes. Yeah.
Yeah. What them? Some of the canals in Oxford and stuff have them as well, don't they? They've got a specific name, that long pole.
Barge pole?
I don't know.
Gondola pole?
Yeah.
Anyway. Right, thanks, John N. Ghost Wolf, it's great. Thanks for having us. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Dieprout says, I heard it put best by another YouTuber. It's good to have a polymathic thing. I haven't got my glasses on, guys. I'm struggling. Shit. That nearly dropped on my laptop. Right, shall we close it here, guys?
Yeah.
Finish it up. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to you two for earworming for me, guys. If you
welcome, mate.
Highly unlikely that you don't know who Scott and Andy are, then you should be ashamed if you don't. And thanks to everyone for watching. Remember, this Thursday is it was going to be a pre-URL, but because of obviously things that have happened, the Wonky Workshop has gone over the 100 subscriber mark now. So he's going to go. We're going to do an invasion, a normal invasion, Thursday 8 o'clock. Straight after that, past will be Scott, the Blue Light Turner. What do you do, Scott?
I am turning a clock out of a polo ball.
Cool. Looking forward to that.
Something
don't miss
different.
That, guys. Yeah. Anyway, cheers, and I'll see you Thursday. Actually, no, we'll see you in Wayne's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Wayne or Turner. Right. I'm going to press the button.
Hit the button.
Cool.